Okay, surely these are the last two I'm gonna get. Hey, welcome to, or back to, BarbieCoProductions. And today, as you can see, I have two more of the My Mini Baby Series 2 capsules. So let's open them and see what's inside before I give you an easy tutorial on how to paint eyes on your mini baby. I saw someone in the comments of my last video recommending a seam ripper to open these capsules, and as you can see, that works really well. Now let's see what's in the first bag. And it is another one of the crib sets. I am thinking this is probably going to be my first double up set. In the second bag is the accessories. With all the pieces of the wheels. Here are the accessories. This is a double up set, but these accessories are still so cute. To assemble the crib, I start by putting all of these white pieces together. Then connecting all the wheel pieces, adding this piece of the capsule to make the base of the bed, then connecting the wheels to the crib. Next, adding the silicone bed base. Then lastly, assembling the canopy. And attaching it to the bed. Now in this last bag is the baby. Look at how cute. These babies are adorable in this Series 2 wave. Now let's see what's in this second capsule. In the first bag is It is one of the high chair sets. I have one of the other high chair sets that I opened previously, but it is in a different color, so this is technically a new one. In the second bag is the accessories. Here is the silicone base for the high chair. And the other included accessories. Now in this last bag is the baby. So cute! This wave of Series 2 babies has definitely been my favorite. But now, onto the crafts. I've been recently doing some crafts that I've wanted to do for a while, such as painting eyes on the mini babies, as well as making this mini car seat, or baby carrier, depending on how you look at it. I had also put a post up on my community tab showing these babies with the painted eyes. But now I want to show you how to paint these little eyes on the My Mini babies. I'm using toothpicks for this just because I find it easier, but you could also use a small paintbrush. I start off with basic acrylic paint colors, black, white and blue, and I add a little bit of Mod Podge to each of them. This step is optional though, you could just use acrylic paint on its own. I start off with some white on the eyelid. Next, I add a small amount of blue paint. This is a little bit hard to see on camera. I'm also using some of this burnt sienna acrylic paint to go around the edge of the eyes, but this step is optional. Like this. Next, I add a small dot of black paint in the middle of the eyes for the pupils, and there we go! Another method I tried just to see if it stayed on better than the acrylic paint was some oil paint. I found that it stayed on a bit better, but it can still come off easy. For this, I followed the same process of adding a little bit of white paint, With oil paints, make sure you follow the directions on your paint, since oil paint does take longer to dry than acrylic paint. Then the iris color, which in this case I'm using brown. And then lastly, I'm adding a small dot of black paint for the pupils, and that is the eyes all painted. As you can see, these are the 4 that I've done so far, and I've had so much fun painting them. And there is an endless amount of ways you can paint the eyes on these babies. Now, like in my previous unboxing mini baby videos, I've picked out 2 more parents. And one thing I love about this eye painting method is if you decide you don't like the eyes anymore or you want the baby to be sleeping again, you can just take the paint right off. And now the baby is sleeping again. And you might even end up repainting the eyes in a way that you like better. But that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below or check out my community tab where I post regular behind the scenes pictures and updates. Bye! Just as a quick disclaimer, my videos are intended for a 13+ audience and are not made for kids. As an adult who collects dolls, I use customization methods and sharp tools that are not suitable for children.